In the previous video, we saw how we can work with ENSCAPE and setting up an exterior. So we started positioning some assets from the asset library, especially for the exterior. We saw that we can put vehicles and trees and people, which are really heavy objects if you use other render engines, and they could get your render stuck at some point. But you can see here we have a pretty complex scene, and it really runs smooth and nice in ENSCAPE for ARCHICAD. So it's definitely a good option that we can use. Also, we can use other similar software like Twinmotion, as we said before. Now, we saw that we have some models that are like simplified and represent kind of a placeholder or like small scale model. And then there are other assets that are more realistic because they have more details and they're more accurate. So we can use either one or the other, depending on how we want to represent our work. So we can create realistic views, we can create something more like technical views or small scale architecture model. So you can define your architecture visualization however you want. And I'm going to show you here also other options. So I'm going to open other lessons here from the ARCHICAD course so we can use them together with ENSCAPE. Just want to show you also a couple of other interesting things that you can use while working with ARCHICAD together with ENSCAPE. So one that I really like is that in ARCHICAD is that you can visualize like a section view. So it's again kind of a more technical view rather than having something more realistic, like from first person point of view. You can have like external views with the section. So this is another lesson here. It's opening up, so be patient. I want to show you that when you open up another file, it doesn't immediately go and show you in ENSCAPE. First of all, you need to select a 3D view, otherwise it will not show you anything. And second of all, we need to sometimes need to restart ENSCAPE. Oh, let's say most of the time. So you can see this is the section view here, but it doesn't show right now in the ENSCAPE window. So the ENSCAPE window needs to be reset, or you need to close it and reopen. It needs to restart. And if you're not in a 3D view, it's going to tell you, okay, be in the 3D view. Otherwise, I won't launch this render, this real-time render. So this is what I've just done. I just select another file, another 3D view, and I need to restart or close and open ENSCAPE and then wait for ENSCAPE to calculate all the thing. Now in ARCHICAD, you have the views in the right side panel there. Essentially, you have a panel for the views, but you also have a panel for the views in ENSCAPE. So you're free to use either one or the other. And of course, the best option is to use both. But again, for the ARCHICAD side, you can check the ARCHICAD course. Here, we're going to focus on ENSCAPE. So you can see here, I can synchronize. I can also double click to go quickly in a point on a surface in our scene. And you can see the section here is cutting the building in a half. So I'm able to go easily inside. And this could be also an interior rendering, really easy. So you can switch from exterior to interior really quick in ENSCAPE. And we're going to see in this video, we're going to concentrate just a little bit more on our interior. Now, there are other type of visualization in ARCHICAD that will show you like, different, like the section view, for example, which is more technical. You also have other technical views in ARCHICAD that you can use and you can set up in ENSCAPE. And this one here, again, is an interior. So this model here can be used for exterior interiors. I see some issues in the materials. Maybe the concrete there cannot be used like that, but in general, it looks fine. It's really amazing how quick you can create a render, and it's going to be so fast and so easy to use ENSCAPE to set up everything. And now I'm going to go into another scene, but just wanted to show you here a couple of things. I want to move into an interior. I want to use a small house project that I have, and I'm going to run ENSCAPE here. Now, when you run a project, again, you need to select. You can see it's giving me the message, okay, choose a 3D view, because if you run from a plan view, it won't be seen, it won't be visible. So be careful there. Otherwise it's gonna tell you anyway. So it will not run. And again, we have some other types of visualization here. As you can see, like kind of transparent materials, like to study, I don't know, the roofs or the mechanical engineering, plumbing things. So you can do many things with ARCHICAD, and you can visualize it in many ways in ENSCAPE. So this is another lesson here here I have this small apartment, which now I'm inside, and you can see that when I move from outside to inside, the lightness of the scene, it kind of automatically rearrange, automatically adjust, like it happens with our eyes. And also you have in the cameras, in the photo camera, you have this you have a choice to do manual or automatic adjustment. And also the two views here are synchronized. Now when they are synchronized, it's good. But then if we go here, up here in the settings for the visual settings, so you have two types of settings. One is represented by two engines, and here you can customize the navigation, the ENSCAPE viewport in general, and you can pinpoint the viewport on top of the other software. The other one with the little eye icon is going to be the settings for the camera in general, or the visual setting, visual appearance of how you're going to set up your render. And the main one is the camera, which also contains the exposure, but that's and the field of view. But some are not accessible until we desynchronize ARCHICAD with ENSCAPE. So once we click and desynchronize, so close the synchronization, shut down the synchronization between the two, then you will be able to work with the field of view. And also you can go in walk mode and fly mode inside ENSCAPE, and you can go inside, you can move around, you can test the architecture, the spaces, how you can move between one space to the other, one room to the other. And this is like one room in the project that I want to use for a render. So remember, little eye icon, and then you have camera settings here, and you have automatic exposure. Automatic exposure is there by default, so you don't need to do anything. By default, you will find these automatic adjustments of lights and darkness. So if you want to change that, you go inside the visual settings again and turn off the automatic exposure. It's just a checkbox. You can just turn it on and off. Once it's off, you can adjust the exposure to your liking. So you can bump it up or drop it down. Depends on what look you wanna give to the render, to the architectural visualization. And also field of view. So you can do telescopic views for objects that are like far, far away, or in this case, in interiors, you probably want to expand and have a more panoramic view, so you can catch more, space around. And usually, interiors are more narrow spaces, so you need to have a little bit more panoramic view. And again, if you synchronize, you will lose that, and you need to restart all over. So you need to walk inside and go again where you were. And here you can see we have a lot of light. So again, like with our eyes or with the camera, we need to manage that exposure. So if we do it manually, we need to drop it down when we are in an exterior and bump it up when we are in an interior. It's like working with the shutter of your camera. So if you open up, you get more light. If you close the shutter, you get less light. And that depends on the environment you're working in. So if it's more bright or less bright. Now, when I expand here the ENSCAPE window, because I want to show you all the buttons that you find on the top, so that you can understand, even if they are in Italian, you can understand the icons. And I'm gonna explain to you. So the first icon is about putting notes, really easy. So just go there and type notes if you want. The second one is for building information modeling. It's an inspector that, of course, you can do it in ARCHICAD directly, but if you want, you can use it also here. Right click, also you create an issue or create a note, or you can expand with the BIM inspector. So it's telling you all the objects here, like the pillar and the wall and the roof. These are all BIM elements or building information modeling. Now the next button, it's a little square with an eye inside. Now this is where you